Good morning and thank you for joining us. This is the weather hazard briefing for Thursday, June 5th. Take a look at what we're expecting here for the next few days, and honestly, not much. Things will remain around seasonal levels today as far as temperatures are concerned. Do have a very low chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms in the central mountains today. And then high pressure builds in tomorrow and continuing through the weekend into the early part of next week with things remaining dry, but those temperatures really will start to creep up beginning tomorrow. Looking at the satellite from across the region this morning, do have some mid to high level clouds moving across the area, but for the most part, things are pretty quiet out there. That's going to remain the case for much of the day today, although we could see a little bit of an increase in cloud cover during the afternoon and evening later today, but those will be mid and high level clouds, shouldn't have much in the way of impacts across the area. So things look pretty quiet as far as our weather risk outlook is concerned, aside from the shower and storm potential that we have across parts of the area today. But then, as I mentioned, high pressure settles over the area, keeping things dry and quiet, but those temperatures will start to go up, and we'll talk about that here shortly. As far as today is concerned, temperatures will remain right around where they should be for this time of year, maybe a degree or two below normal in a few spots, but certainly warmer than what we've seen the past couple of days. And as we progress through the rest of the work week and into the weekend, these high temperatures will go up about 4 to 6 degrees each day between now and on Monday. Not expecting really any wind concerns today. Things should be pretty quiet, 10 to 15 miles per hour for most of the area, maybe a little bit higher in a few spots, but not expecting wind to be much of a concern. As far as precipitation is concerned, our high resolution models are kind of pinpointing parts of the central mountains, maybe up towards the Montana Divide and towards the Island Park area for a few isolated showers and storms. Looks pretty hit or miss type stuff, but can't rule out a brief shower or storm across that area. The rest of the area looks to be pretty dry today, although I suppose there is a very small percentage chance that something sneaks into other parts not highlighted here in the green, but those chances are well below 10%. So for the most part, most of the population centers across eastern Idaho today should be dry. As far as temperatures are concerned tomorrow, again, high pressure starts to build over the area, so we get a return to the upper 70s to lower 80s across the lower elevations. And as we get into Saturday, those temperatures again go up about 4 to 6 degrees depending on one's location, with lower to mid 80s becoming more commonplace across the area, maybe some mid to upper 80s as you head towards the Magic Valley. As those temperatures go up, obviously our relative humidity values will start to go down. Generally expecting about 15 to 25% across the area Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll show those graphics here in a second, but not a lot of change from day to day. But as those temperatures go up, obviously those RH values will start to go down a little bit. As we get into Sunday and Monday look to be their warmest days across the area, with maybe some temperatures approaching 90 from around Pocatello down into the Magic Valley, with mid to upper 80s expected across a good portion of the rest of eastern Idaho. And then by the time we get to Monday, again, upper 80s, low 90s across a good portion of the lower elevation areas, with those relative humidity values again hovering in that 15 to 25% range. So obviously we're getting into fire season now with the calendar turning into June. So this will certainly help to dry out some of those fuels across the area. Hopefully we can avoid any fire issues. The winds do look pretty quiet throughout this weekend and into the early part of next week. So despite those low RHs, not expecting any wind concerns across the area. So hopefully that'll keep things quiet on the fire weather front. As far as the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook is concerned, it does look like things will remain above normal. But as we get into the middle and later part of next week, does look like we might get a little bit more moisture in here, allowing for return of rain, shower and storm chances in the afternoon and evening hours, basically from the middle part of next week into potentially next weekend. So we'll see how things play out with that. But for now, things do look pretty quiet here for the next few days. So thanks for joining us this morning. And that's all I have. Have a great day.